Hi folks, I'm the newstarcadefan here, and welcome back to SC2VN. In the last episode, Mr. Kim lets us know that we need to do something to redeem the team's image. And in this episode, this is when things start to get a little worse before they get better. Yeah, she's right. It's only for a week anyway. The idea of 14 hours of high-level StarCraft is enough to make my wrist sore. Still, I have to live up to my team's expectations. Alright, do we start tonight? Obviously. Stunts like, oh crap, there's something I gotta do. Eh, just there's enough to get him to spit it out. I kinda maybe promised mom that I'd make up all the chores I've been skipping out at our PC bang. Yeah, this is something that, well, let's face it. Yeah, we already knew this going back a while ago. Look, I thought the team was definitely over, okay? We're StarCraft players. Don't pretend you guys don't know the importance of time efficiency. I need to start smoothing things over with her if I'm gonna move out. Come on. Don't look at me like that. Yeah, you can tell he's still a kid. Useless. Whatever. We'll meet up at the Golden Zone Fair tomorrow and every day after that. Up until the show match. Mach, just ladder tonight. Right. Reva, are you free? Yes. Why do you ask? Go with Mach and watch her ladder for the rest of the day. See if you can pick up on any holes in her play. Very well. I've got to confirm the schedule with Bolt, among other things. With me, Axel? Should have guessed. Right then. Stunt, go handle your bullshit. Golden Zone Fire tomorrow morning. Go, everyone, go. Axel peels himself off the bench and falls in line beside Jett. Stunt is quick to follow, though he turns out to park in a different direction. I was actually planning on going back to my apartment if I'm just going to ladder. Oh, shall I return home? No, no, no. Why don't you meet me there in an hour? You won't need to stay too long. Very well. I'll see you in an hour. After sharing the location of my apartment with a map from my phone, I bid her farewell. Reva fades along the green of Namdan when I trace back the path I took this morning. My glazed over eyes remain locked with the pavement as soon as I amble my way home. I know I should feel relieved that our team still has a chance of coming together, but I can't help but worry. I'm not carrying around the weight of my failed attempts to qualify for the VSL anymore. This is different. It's anxiety, a tightness in my chest that threatens to strangle me if I let everyone down. I don't know what I expected. It's not going it's not like it's going to get easier from here anyway. Every week in Team League, there will be a chance to cost my team a loss. More than anything else, I'm frustrated by Mr. Kim's doubt. It's one thing for my friends and parents to misunderstand me, but Mr. Kim has made an informed judgment that I'm not worth the trouble. I jam my fists in my pockets and exhale deeply. If I ever doubted that eSports was brutal, I don't any longer. Well, anything in life is brutal, especially when it's something that you care about. Short as the walk is, I don't find my nerves calming as I settle into my pace. A pack of energy drinks might help me douse my angst, so I decided to cut a detour that'll take me past Go-Mart. I should probably pick up something for Reva too. It'd be pretty classless to make her watch me grind out loud without offering anything in return. Excuse me. And that also makes sense, too. My older brother used to always make me watch him play games back when we were kids. This is different, though. She's not watching me for fun. She's watching to tell me how badly I suck. I brushed past another customer on my way into the Go-Mart and glanced towards the register. Mr. Young smiles in my direction, but then immediately walks into the store's back room. I don't waste time browsing and heading straight for the refrigerators. By the time I'm done shopping, Mr. Young comes out from the back room with a brown box in hand and makes his way back to the register. I set my bottles and cans down on the counter and offer the old man a nod. Hello, this is all for today. In a rush, are we? Oh, not really. Why? With word that I won't run off, Miss Yeon smiles wide and hoists the box up onto the counter, pushing aside my drinks in the process. I blink, dumbfounded, but before I can ask what he's doing, he clicks open the latch and reveals a wooden board on the underside of the box's lid. He flips it up and sets the box between us in the place where the customer might expect the groceries to be rung up. A cloth sack rests beside the game board, the contents of which clack against one another, and the counter. He pulls an object out of the bag and it shows it to me. This is actually a Go board, which is a popular game in Asia. Have you ever played Go? Go, huh? It's a board game that's played mostly in Asia, held in a steam similar to chess. Without meaning to, I asked the first question on my mind. Is this because I told you about my pro gaming career? Hmm. Let's just say I wouldn't be showing it to you if you didn't. We'll go over the rules and play around. Just one, and my win will be satisfied. Alright. This is strange, but if I want to keep shopping at Go-Mart, turning down Mr. Yeon will make our future interactions uncomfortable. Better for one extremely awkward game of Go than an infinite amount of semi-awkward trips to the convenience store. Mr. Yeon pours the contents of the bag into a pair of wooden cups set beside the board. On closer inspection, they appear worn and scratched up. And this is what the basic game board looks like. And if you go on YouTube and look up Go, it's pretty fascinating. Mr. Yan pours the contents of the bag. Oh, I already read that part, sorry. The board itself isn't in great condition either. The corners are chipped, and its lacquer is long faded. Even though I never played, I'm familiar with the premise of Go. Mr. Yan explains the basic rules thoroughly either way. The main objective is to control and capture the space by surrounding your opponent's pieces. It's not unlike StarCraft in that sense, only there's no advantage in quick fingers. Yeah, you actually have to think through your moves. Even if I'm aware of the basics, I don't have the faintest clue about the game's strategy. What is it supposed to accomplish? Once Mr. Yan has finished explaining the rules, he motions towards my stones. Black takes the first move. You may begin whenever you're ready. Okay, for the record, I have no idea what I'm doing here. That's alright, just play on instinct. It appears that Mr. Yeon used to be a professional Go player. It's hard to hide the confusion I'm feeling, but I agree and shuffle a handful of black stones in my direction anyway. If the point of Go is to control space, it seems like a good idea to form some sort of basic structure that I can play off of later. But not 5 turns into the game, Mr. Young begins placing in pieces dangerously close to mine. When I look up from the board, he answers me only with a smile. This is mirroring your Minecraft game. Soon, he begins capturing my stones with the relentless efficiency, never allowing me to challenge his position when I'm so focused on protecting my own. Yeah, you're playing not to lose and not. There's a difference between playing to win and playing not to lose. I fight back to defend my territory, but the clerk's plan is always a step ahead. I fix the board with an intense stare, so that I can somehow unlock the intricacies of Go by demanding of it of myself. When the board is halfway full, it becomes readily apparent that I'm gonna lose. Mr. Young glances up from the board with a raised eyebrow, smile ever present. Would you care to stop? I don't mean to keep you for too long. No, it's fine, let's finish. After turning down a chance to concede, it feels appropriate that somehow can stage an amazing comeback, but the beatdown only continues. Yeah, the beatdown is continuing hardcore if you can look at the board. Towards the end of the match, Mr. Yan manages to capture more than half of my stones in a single move. My displeasure makes itself apparent with a groan. I deliver the last few turns to the board hard enough to echo clack throughout the store. Mr. Yan scratches his chin casually, scanning the carnage he's wrought upon my pieces. Hmm, I don't see any possible move. I pass. I pass too. That means the game is over, right? That is correct. I release the breath I've been holding in, relieved. This is a lesson Mr. Yan is trying to teach us. We need to put everything in it. We need to actually play to win and not play to not lose. I'm so glad to live in an era where video games exist. The old man replaces his ghost set in a bag and box and clears the counter of our diversion. Yet, instead of reaching for my drink skin, he sets his eyes on me. He played to avoid losing. Yeah, that is true. There's a huge fear of failure. I feel a frown from on my face. What exactly am I getting a lesson on an Eastern board game from a cashier? I don't say anything, so he continues. Specifically, you play to avoid the pain of a loss. It's clear to see when you have no learned habits or memorized strategies. There's nothing wrong with playing that way, but you should be aware of the fact that I'm a firm believer that games showcase personality in its purest form. Well, this whole thing just an excuse to share some wisdom you couldn't think of any other way to bring up. I never said. I said that with way much. Ugh. I said that with way more disrespect than I should have. Nevertheless, Mr. Young's slight smile doesn't falter. Perhaps I'm just looking for a conversation. You didn't quit when I gave you the chance. That's good. But you can only go so far without playing for the win. That is absolutely true, too. StarCraft isn't so different from Go. I know that because life isn't different from Go. Strive to win, Mach, not to lose. I don't understand. Try to. It's an important lesson. A serious glint flickers across Mr. Yan's face for a fraction of a second. When it's gone, he looks no different than before. There's no one else that moves those drinks off the shelf like you. I'm incentivized to have you succeed and stick around, you see. Which is, wow, of course. He lets out a laugh, the one that continues only until I smile politely and respond. When he's done, he rings up my drinks and hurries them into a bag. Right, off you go. I won't ask you to play again with me unless you'd like to. Alright. I lower my head into a bow. Let the head reserved for a venerable elder, but at least one to show that I'm thankful. The door rings when I hurry through it, leaving Mr. Yon to endure the sickly linoleum of the store alone. In a roundabout way, I think Mr. Yon's little diversion might actually help. I'm gonna end it here. In the next episode, we kinda forgot about somebody. If you like what you've seen, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because it does help the channel out a lot. Anyway, I'm the newstarcadefan here saying thanks for watching, have a good day or night wherever you are, and bye for now.